Lot of just generally welcoming them into the classroom and getting to know each other, but also a part of calming ourselves down. So when we read this story, we thought, well, let's take them to the beach and they can pick out their own rock. And then it kind of, went from there.
The story goes through 10 steps for finding a rock that's special to you. So we read it a few times together as a class community. And then, like Cheryl said, we went over to the beach. We do a lot of outdoor learning here. And it was really fun to get the students out thinking about what's a special rock to them. And through that, a lot of their own identities came out. And this was early in the year. So it was another way that as a community, we got to know each other. And we got to celebrate our differences. So that led us to create a classroom book, our own version of Everybody Needs a Rock for Room 109. We do a lot of the creation of classroom books, and often the documentation that Cheryl and I capture will then go into a book in our classroom. And the students love revisiting the documentation. Often we'll find that these become the most popular books in our classroom.
Yeah, they love seeing their work.
They find themselves, they talk about what happened, and it's really neat to see. So we did Everybody Needs a Rock. Every student found their own special rock. They knew that there was no wrong answer and no right answer, but it was a rock that felt right for you. We asked them a series of open-ended creative questions to kind of spur their thinking and to get them building some theories about where this rock may have come from. So I'll read a few. They're so fabulous. It's brand new and it has tiny, tiny holes. It's a magic rock. That's a special rock. It feels like water. I sniffed it near where the grass is. I think it came from the water. I think the water pushed it. It got wet, but it's dry now. It's been here for a long time. Nobody ever picked it up, but it feels really nice. And they should pick it up. It might be lonely. It smells like other beaches and my house. It's special because it changes color. It has little holes, and I don't want it to ever break. So I just think capturing the student voice in this project was so rich and meaningful because as you can see, there's such a great deal of thinking that went into this student's selection of this rock. So this student picked up this rock and she said, "My rock fits right in my pocket. It's the size of my pocket. It feels good. I found it in the sand. Maybe it came from the planets. Maybe it floated here. Maybe it's been here for 100 years. Maybe one of my friends picked it up or saw it when we went on our nature walk. It smells like the wind, cold. It just feels so good to me." As educators, capturing this and putting it into writing allows our students' thoughts to be shared so openly, without having writing being a barrier to that. So many of our young students at the start of the year communicate verbally, and by capturing that and honoring that in our space, I think we really make them feel like their thoughts are important.
Especially when they sign it too. It's even more theirs.